Hello.
Hello, Jay. How are you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Well, not bad. Is Clarissa listening in on another phone?
I got it on speaker.
Oh,
Claire?
okay, good.
Claire? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. First I want to apologize for the delay in getting back to you.
That's okay, I understand you're busy.
I was busy, but still, I sat on this for a lot longer than I should have. Because you first got a hold of me about a month ago.
There's something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I've gone through this, everything you've got here, and unfortunately, the way I view it, I don't think you qualify for critical illness.
The way they've got it worded, saying that paralysis is permanent.
Well, the paralysis is under a different section. It's not under the critical illness definition.
Yeah.
If you get paralysis, that would allow you to qualify for disability, but you've already received disability. And they have a $2,000 limit on disability, and I think you've already collected that, haven't you? From above.
Yeah, it was a 2-year, 24-month payments.
Okay.
2 years.
Yeah, and it looked like you got that already.
Yeah, and then it finished, and then I applied for critical illness, and they denied me.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the way I read everything, I'm of the view that the insurance doesn't cover that. I think it's wrong.
Well, I think
the whole setup is wrong. When you buy this insurance, you pay a good premium. You should be covered for virtually anything that prevents you from working.
Yeah.
But they have these exclusion clauses that take away most of the coverage.
Well, yeah, even death it has to be accidental.
Yeah.
Like if I die from this disease, they won't pay either.
No.
See, it's kind of like a predatory insurance policy, isn't it?
Well, it is. And I'm surprised the Bank of Nova Scotia would tie themselves to this.
Yeah. Well, thank you for looking at it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to need your client your
ID and all
copy
that.
of your ID because I didn't open a file. I just had all the material in a folder on my desk, and I'm not going to charge you for looking at the stuff because I took too damn long to look at it.
Okay.
So I'll return everything to you, and if you want to get a second opinion from another lawyer, I mean, feel free. But
Yeah, well, they've got all the money, and they've got probably high-priced lawyers on retainer to fight all this stuff.
yeah, and unfortunately, the problem is with Bank of Nova Scotia. They offer this to you, and of course, you don't see the coverage until after you've indicated whether you want it or don't want it. And most people, when they get the policy, don't read it.
Yeah, well, you just kind of, like when they ask you if you want life insurance, you check yes. Do you want, you know what I mean? They don't define.
Yeah, nobody sits there and says, well, can I have a look at the policy first, and then I'll decide.
Yeah, they just ask you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then the premiums are horrendous compared to what you could get in the private sector, not going through a bank.
Yeah, this is...
How much is left on your mortgage?
Oh, I think
51.
51 or something, or 52.
Yeah.
But it puts a financial burden on us like crazy. Like,
Well, I'm sure it does. How much were you paying in premiums every month? I saw it somewhere in here. It looked like about $68.
oh no, Claire, I think it was 171 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
171 a month.
Yeah, when they were paying the mortgage, they don't pay the taxes. They just pay the PI,
Yeah.
principal and interest, which was $688. And then we pay them back $171 for the premium. So
So 171
subtract.
a month to only have 51,000 in coverage. As your mortgage declines, of course, your coverage declines too.
Yeah.
What a joke that is.
Oh yeah. It's
Because that's let's see here. That's $2,052 a year, and they're only covering you for 51,000.
and then as the years go by, it's less they're covering.
Well,
Yeah. It's a big insurance companies are a big scam.
No kidding.
They are. It's pitiful.
Well, it's worse when it goes through the bank. If you had your own life insurance and disability insurance through Mutual of Omaha or whoever the hell else there is out there,
Yeah.
your premiums would not be anywhere near as high as they are when you get them through a bank. It's a ripoff.
Yeah,
And,
the government should do something about this.
Well, this is the kind of thing where if you could get a hold of someone like W5 and let them do an expose on this.
Yeah.
Because first of all, the coverage is ridiculous, or the premium is ridiculous for the amount of insurance, even if they covered everything. And then they cut back and they don't cover everything.
Yeah.
You got to go through twists and turns to collect, and like in your case, you can't collect anything for your MS, which is wrong.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I mean, we can sit here and call it predatory insurance and agree on that, but it doesn't help you.
The way I read it, it's the paralysis has to be done by injury, and it has to be permanent and total paralysis instead of.
You have to be paralyzed in both legs in order to collect on the disability side of it.
Well, I'm going to be eventually this disease. I could go blind. I know a guy with MS who's got primary MS in town here.
Yeah.
And he's losing his eyesight because of it.
Well, here's the bigger problem. You've already collected on the disability. So even if you had paralysis that would be covered under disability, you can't collect twice.
Yeah, well, they told me that.
Yeah, so you're out anyway.
My best idea right now would be to go get run over by a bus, and then they could pay for disability because of injury.
Yeah, that would be good for Clarissa, but maybe not for you.
Well, I mean, what else,
I know, it's terrible.
An accidental death. I might as well just let the bus hit me twice and kill me.
Yeah.
And pay off the mortgage. Well, what this does is just financially ruin us.
Yeah.
Because
you don't have any other kind of insurance, eh?
I got some work insurance that forced me to go on Canada Pension Plan Disability, so they don't have to pay out as much to me.
Oh boy.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
That's
another rip-off. So then the taxpayers are paying, but the insurance that you paid for isn't paying.
Well, after 24 months of that, they paid long-term disability. They approved me for critical illness through my work insurance.
Oh, that's good.
But when you go on critical, they force you to go on Canada Pension Plan Disability. Then that money is deducted from your monthly payments. So they don't have to pay out as much. Insurance companies are a big scam. The biggest Ponzi scheme there's going, and it's all legal.
Yeah, I agree with you. I hate insurance companies and I hate banks.
Yeah. Well, we applied to the bank for, it's called a deferral.
Capitalization.
Or a capitalization.
Yeah.
For 3 months so that we didn't have to pay them and they just tack it on to the end of the mortgage so we could get caught up on some bills. And they refused us for that. The insurance company that insured the mortgage refused us. So I've been screwed by 3 insurance companies now.
Yeah. Well, if a person could stay away from them, that'd be the best. But you can't. You need the insurance, and yet they have so many exclusion clauses you can't get proper coverage.
So there's no way in hell I can work. Yeah, I figured that we were hooped when I read that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I had better news for you because I'd love to sue the bastards. Because then you can make money and so would I.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm afraid we're both going to lose.
Yeah.
We're going to lose more, unfortunately. It's a really horrible thing.
Oh yeah, it's just financially crippling us.
Are you going to be at your house tonight around 6 o'clock?
Well, I don't go anywhere. Why?
Well, I was going to put this stuff in the mail to you, and then I thought I will just drop it off. Because I'm in Kamsack today, and I'm driving through Kenora to York.
Oh, you got my files with you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I knew on Tuesdays you were in the Kamsack office.
So when I drive home tonight, I should be passing through Yorkton somewhere between 5:30 and 6.
Yeah.
And I'll just drop the stuff off.
Do you have my address?
I have your box number. What's your street address?
119 Alexander Avenue.
And where do I find that?
If you're coming from Kamsack, you hit the intersection in Kenora.
Yeah.
Go north on the highway, and then if you keep driving north, before 1 block before the Esso gas station is Alexander Avenue.
Well, if I pass that statue of that Ukrainian lady.
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 blocks and hang her right.
So 1 block before Esso. What's the name of that street?
1 block before Esso is Alexander Avenue.
Oh, and turn right?
Yeah, and it's a little white house right there.
Oh, that's easy. I'll find it.
It's a big White House.
It's a little white house.
Okay, I'm sorry to be so long getting back to you on that.
Well, I didn't think we really had a chance anyway. The way I read that policy, it's pretty cut and dry. They're just stealing from you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.